Hello, I'm Jessica Robinson with Southern Health and Wellness, and today we're going to go over the ideal protein food class. So by now you've already talked with your coach, you've placed your order, you should have your bag of goodies at your house, and you've watched our seminar video. So this is going to go through that phase one folder with you so you know what to do, what time to do it, all of that. So we're going to have weekly 15-minute appointments with you virtually, whether that is FaceTime, Zoom, a regular phone call. If you're tied up, we will do your 15-minute appointment however is comfortable for you. We do keep our patients booked back to back. So if you are running a little bit behind, please send your coach a message. We can always reschedule you, or maybe the person behind you can go a little bit early and we can flip flop your appointments. But again, just let us know. We're super flexible. We can always help. If you're 5 minutes late or more, we're going to try to call the next person and see if they'll let us take them early. Um, Measure the night before. So I always tell people whether you're going to measure yourself or have a spouse or a partner in the house measure you, you want to make sure it's consistent because we don't measure the same way. So if you're going to be the measurer, make sure you're the one doing it every week. We tell people to do it the night before their phone call. Example, you're talking to your coach every Tuesday, measure Monday night. Mornings get hectic, work, school schedules, all of that can kind of get away from us sometimes. Send your journal pages and your measurements to your coach. So we love journaling. That's the only way we know what you're doing. It's not about cheating right or wrong. We need to know what you're doing so we can help tweak it so you always feel good. And if something's not working for your schedule or you're not losing weight the way that we should have you losing weight, we can help. We can always interject and tweak things. I even love it when people write down what time they're eating and drinking because that helps us tweak things too. So the more information you can give us, the better. You can either journal in our app, and we have a visual of that in your appointment, or if you're going to paper journal, which is our favorite, you just want to send pictures to your coach the night before or the morning of. Your measurements can go right into your app as well. And again, while we're on the phone with you, we're able to see your scale measurements and everything that goes with that, along with your body measurements all at the same time. You're going to register your weight the morning of your appointment. So some people are like, I don't talk to my person until Tuesday, but I really like getting on my scale Monday morning. That's fine. We just don't want to call you for your appointment and you're like, oops, I forgot, so do it the day of or the day before. And that way everything is in there. And it's not like, well, let me go run to my scale real quick and I'll call you right back because we all like that morning weight before coffee and water and things like that. We have videos that came through to you through our app of how you're going to order on the website, how your scale operates, and how to properly take your body measurements. But if you missed that or you need to look at it again and can't find it, ask your coach. We can always text those videos to you. And remember, this is super important. No alcohol in phases 1 or 2. Talk to your coach about special occasions that are coming up, and we help you navigate through that. Where if we are going to have alcohol occasionally for a special occasion, we can navigate that so we keep you safe and healthy. Okay, so if you're local to Jonesboro, that's where our warehouse is. It's in Jonesboro, Arkansas. So if you're local to Jonesboro, lucky you, we take it right over to the pharmacy for you. Our warehouse is not on site. It's about 30 minutes away. So we need your order no later than noon on Wednesday. So we have time to pack it, prepare it, make changes if we need to for you. And that way, come Friday morning, it's there at the Jonesboro warehouse, I'm sorry, the pharmacy waiting for you. If we ship to you, we do that every weekday. We are open. We're open Monday through Friday. We would really love to have your orders by 10 or 11 in the morning. That way we have plenty of time to pack them. Our UPS person usually comes to pick up anywhere between 1 and 3. So we really like to be prepared to send those in. So if you need help, let your coach know we can help you. Please don't don't forget to let your coach know when you need vitamins. So we don't want you ordering your vitamins through the site because you'd pay for them again. When you're on a weekly program fee, as everyone is with any protocol they're on with us, your vitamins are being paid for every week over the next 4 weeks. And then when you're out of vitamins are now paid for. We just need to issue a new set. So always let your coach know in a text message or a phone call, and they will make the invoice for you and put it with your food order that week. So you're not paying double shipping and you're not paying for vitamins you've already paid for. Make sure you're in our private Facebook group. We have a public group and a private. We love it when people post recipes in there, their own testimony, anything that you want to share or ask questions. That is a safe place to have it as our private group. So it's only people that are on protocol with us that are in that private group, but we would love for you to follow and share our public page so people can find us as they start to see you in person and on your Facebook page, making positive changes. Okay. So this is our progress sheet. You have a copy of this in your folder. If you're taking your measurements once a week, jot them down here. Then you can add them to your app, or you can straight away go straight to the app and not have to use this paper. But I really like this as a visual. You can kind of see better from week to week all your changes. It's really empowering. So this is ideal protein phase 1 sheet. We're going to go deep dive into this sheet over the next couple of slides, but this is what it looks like. So grab this out of your folder. Here we go. Okay, so breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, we're going to go through all of this. So if you are ideal protein phase 1, you're going to have a partial meal replacement from us for your breakfast, your lunch, and your snack time. So by now, your coach has taught you what's restricted, what's not. So it's basically any dessert type thing that you can rip open and eat while you're driving in your car. We call that restricted. It's a candy bar, right? We can't eat candy bars all day and lose weight. So that's a one time a day type thing. Most people do that at snack time. That's what I recommend. So when your coach had you place your order, she said to you, make sure that you get so many amount of non-restricted and so many of restricted. That way we're not over picking out restricted and kind of stabbing ourselves in the foot with our protocol. So for breakfast, I recommend a non-restricted item, whether it's a pancake, omelet, shake if you're not real hungry, you're super busy. Anything for your breakfast would go here. Coffee and tea. Yes, you can have coffee and tea. So the rule of thumb is you can have 8 ounces of coffee or tea per day. If you want more, that's fine, but you have to drink more clean water or you're gonna get dehydrated and your weight is gonna start to plateau. So really pay attention to your amounts. You can have a serving of milk or half and half in your 1 cup of coffee every day. Any more than that, it's too much fat for you. Your body's super lazy. It's gonna be like, cool, let's hang out here and not lose any weight because we're going to digest all of this dairy that we're consuming and not focus on our own body fat. So it's super, super important that for any and everything, you're always measuring and weighing food and condiments and things like that to make sure you're not accidentally overdoing it. Lunchtime, this is going to be another meal replacement from us. There can be chips, popcorn, there is trail mix, there's soups, there's entree pastas, things like that. You can have a shake if you want. Anything that's non-restricted, do it at your lunchtime. You compare that with 2 cups of vegetables. We'll go over that in the next slide. And then we'll talk about vitamins in a minute too. So remember, your unlimited raw vegetables, they don't count towards your vegetable serving. You need some hearty, quality vegetables. But if you love them, we absolutely encourage that. If you're hungry, build a big salad. Absolutely. Talk to your coach more about that. She can help you with tips and tricks and recipes, especially if you're a picky eater like I am. Dinner. So we're going to do 4 to 6 ounces of a whole protein, another 2 cups of vegetables, and some more vitamins. Your snack time. Your snack time is flexible. We want this to go in the biggest gap of your day, right? So if you typically eat lunch at 12 and supper doesn't happen until 7, you got a big gap in there between 3 and 4. I would do your restricted snack there. If you eat supper kind of on the early side and you stay up late or you're running kids to sports events in the evening and it's a late night for you, absolutely put your snack at the end of the day, 6, 7 in the evening. That works fine. And it can be different every day. We know schedules are different every day. The point is every 4 to 5 hours, you want to be having a meal. So make it work for your schedule. And again, the more information you put in your journal, especially with timing, we can help you tweak those things too. A daily essentials, you're going to do 2 teaspoons of oil every day. So the appropriate oils are at the bottom of this sheet. Oil is important. If we don't have enough oil in our diet, constipation. If we have too much oil, again, our body's like, cool, that's a healthy fat. I like that. I'm lazy. Let's deal with the oil versus your body fat. Plateau happens. So make sure you're measuring. Your eyeballs are always bigger than your measuring spoons. You need at least 64 ounces of water. This is a bare minimum. I tell people shoot for your body weight in half. So for example, you weigh 200 pounds, you need 100 ounces in water every day. Doesn't matter losing weight, maintaining, you're thirsty, I promise. Your body doesn't know the difference between hunger and thirsty. You're thirsty. Second, your body loves room temperature water, can digest it way faster. So if you're trying to get quantity in, room temperature, you can drink a whole bunch before you feel full. Your body loves that. It can digest it instantly. Cold water, your body has to heat it up before it digests. That's why if you're hungry and you either shouldn't be or you can't eat right away, drink cold water. That will satisfy your belly and make you feel full. Um, so we definitely encourage that. And then we want to do 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You received Ideal Protein salt or a sea salt shaker in your package. We need to make sure we're having enough salt every day. If we're low in sodium, that could lead to headaches and it could lead to like muscle cramps and things like that too. So make sure you're getting that in as well. Okay, highly recommended. So these are optional. Again, when you dive into your journey and your coach talks often, you're going to express what you're doing, how you're feeling, how it's going, and she's going to dive into asking you questions as well and also looking at your data. So we might interject and go, sounds like we need to add this appropriate vitamin to your day, and this is why. So again, this is down the road, and it's always a conversation to have with your coach. We're never going to give you or sell you something that you don't need. So that's why these things are optional and we don't give them right out of the gate. So in the yellow, it says Ideal Protein water enhancers. Some people need some flavor in their water. I get it. We sell Ideal Protein water enhancers in a couple different flavors. You can drink a few of those a day. The sheet says unlimited. I don't think that you should drink 5, 6 of those a day. I think we should keep it between 2, 3, 4 packages of it a day. But again, it really helps with electrolytes. So if you work outside in the heat, especially in the summer, or you are in the gym often, you need those electrolytes to keep your levels up. So we always make Ideal Protein water enhancers mandatory for folks like that, but they're for everybody if you need a little flavor in your water. So you can have 4 servings of artificial sweeteners a day. What does that mean? That's legal condiments. So when you go to the grocery and you're looking at salad dressings and barbecue sauce and mayonnaise and all kinds of stuff like that, you need to read the package. If in phase 1 ideal protein, we have to keep it super low. The only condiments that are allowed are the ones that say 0 carb, 0 sugar, 0 calorie. There's a number by any of that stuff. It's a big fat no-no for right now because you're not going to lose weight. We limit these appropriate condiments to 4 servings a day because too much artificial sweetener makes your belly bloat, makes you not feel good, and it makes your weight plateau. So again, that rule of thumb is a little tricky. Talk to your coach. If you have, condiments at your house or you're at the grocery and you're not sure, text the label to your coach. She'll tell you real quick if it's a yes or no and how to do that. Read through the rest of these. They're very self-explanatory. Also, one thing I didn't mention about the vitamins is that on the sheet it says take these vitamins at breakfast and these at lunch and so on and so forth. That's exhausting. Nobody has time to remember to pack their vitamins and take them to work and things like that. I tell people, take them all at one time. It's not going to hurt anything. If it's easier for you to leave them at the house, take them at dinner time or bedtime, then that's what you need to do. Whatever is easier for your schedule, hurts nothing. I will say this, if you're on thyroid medication, your thyroid medication needs time to do its job before you add vitamins to the plate. So keep your thyroid medication and your vitamins about 4 to 6 hours apart. So if you take your thyroid in the morning, wait 4 hours or more, IP vitamins, and then flip-flop it if you take your thyroid in the evening. Okay, so restricted. We talked a little bit about this already. Restricted, those are the candy bar type things. Everybody loves those things. We do one of those one time a day. Again, I like it best if people save them for snack time. But if you're on the go and you're like, it's breakfast and I'm starving and I need something and I don't have time, absolutely, you could have the restricted at breakfast and do non-restricted the rest of the day. Just pay attention to what you're doing, how you're feeling, and make sure you're not overeating those, especially an accident, because you won't lose any weight. In the blue, fat-free broth, you can absolutely have 2 cups of fat-free broth, whether you just like to sip on it in the wintertime or you're making a recipe that calls for it. There's a lot of tricks there. We can help you with that. Artificial sweeteners, we already talked about this. Make sure 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. Again, tricky. Ask your coach. We'll help you. Okay, so whole proteins. You need to weigh and measure meat and vegetables before you cook with it. Things shrink, nutrition value changes. These are all the appropriate proteins that you can have. I really like to point out where it talks about chicken, make it skinless. Y'all know that skin is the best part, but it's a big fat no-no. Take it off, especially if you're at a restaurant. Make sure that it's skinless. Eggs. So it's saying 6 eggs. It's not saying if y'all choose to have eggs, you have to have six. It's letting you know how to measure. Simple math. If you choose to have 1 egg, it's 1 ounce of your total protein servings for the day. So if it's the weekend and you're doing an ideal protein pancake for breakfast and you want an egg or two to go with it, absolutely. Just reduce your protein serving at supper later and you'll still be within your allotted protein for the day. Vegetables, so unlimited raw. Again, have as much of this list as you want to. If you're hungry, if you're building a big salad, this is the list to go to right here. We really want you living in these select vegetables. You want 4 cups per day. Again, weigh and measure before cooking. This is where you're going to get that quality vegetables is in this middle line right here. The occasional at the bottom, you do not want to exceed 4 cups a week because they're a little bit higher in carb, you'll start to plateau. The number one reason in the summertime people plateau with their protocol is too many tomatoes. So make sure you're watching that. And again, we can help with recipes and different hacks and things to make this fast and enjoyable and easy, like grab and go kind of things. Okay, seasoning. So I tell people if it's a natural seasoning and it's not been altered in any way, cilantro, rosemary, basil, things like that, have as much stuff of that as you want to. Put flavor in your food. We're not trying to be boring. We're trying to mimic what you're used to and what you miss so you don't feel deprived. That's the whole takeaway here. So again, this is a very short list of appropriate things just to kind of get your mind going and get you thinking about what you could have and what you could use in your recipes. And this is the oil. These are all the oils that are appropriate to have. Again, measure your oil. That's the second reason people plateau is too much oil. They eyeball it. Just make sure you're getting enough in, not enough, constipation, too much, plateau. Okay, this is blurry, I know, but this is a journal. I love this journal. Tell us what day, what time, what are you having? Don't just write ideal protein or check mark it off and move on. Every ideal protein is different. In addition, it's not right or wrong. It's, oh, you're eating that and you enjoy it. I know a great recipe to kind of alter that to either enhance it or do something completely different. We can teach you how to make cookies and muffins and all types of stuff. So the more information, the better. Write down your condiments, write down your sweeteners, write down a portion amount of them just to make sure we're not overdoing it. Anything and everything you can give us, give us. If you have a question, but it's not urgent, write it in your journal. That way we're both reminded of it when we see it. If you're doing any exercising, walking's always okay. If you love to exercise in the gym, cardio, boot camps, things like that, yes. Talk to your coach. We will help you navigate that. So again, we're always feeling good and protecting our muscle. The yellow box, these are smiley faces. This is actually my favorite thing on the journal. We want to know how you're feeling. Tell us. Circle it, write us a love note. We want to know how you're feeling. I coached a girl a long time ago. She did a beautiful job. Her journal was always on point. She did all the right things. She lost like 60 or 80 pounds, but she had a miserable face for like 5 days straight. I'm like, what's wrong with you? And she's like, I'm just so hungry in the morning and I don't know why. So we went through her timeline. Tell me what you're doing. She was getting up 4 in the morning, going to do boot camp, but not eating till 9 o'clock in the morning. She was starving to death because she'd been up so early and obviously at the gym. We tweaked her timing and we got smiley faces for the rest of her life. So again, it's not about right or wrong. It's not about cheats. We just have to tweak stuff as we can. I like to tease and call this a man journal. This is a terrible example, and this is usually what we get from men. I don't know what any of that means. Everybody's salad's different. Everybody's salad is different every day. Every meat is different. Every ideal protein is different. I have no idea. This journal will make us ask a lot of questions, and we're okay with that, but it's hard for you to remember 7 days later what you did and what your portions were. So again, the more information you can give, the better. So we like to keep this short and sweet. We just like to give you an overview of what you're doing so you can go to the grocery and you can get started. Your coach is going to check on you lots during the first couple of days. We want to make sure you're feeling okay and help you with any recipes or hacks or navigating your busy schedule as best as we can. And then once you get the hang of it, we're always here for you. That's what I love about virtual is you don't have to wait for your weekly appointment to ask questions. We are here all the time. You have your coach's cell phone number. Yes, be respectful of our time. We all have families, and on the weekends, we're very much family oriented and in the evenings as well. But I promise you, text us. We'll see it. We will get back with you as soon as we can because we want you to have the best journey ever. So thank you for trusting us with your journey. We're super excited for you to be here. And if there's any questions that you have about what we went over tonight, ask your coach. She's going to call you to make a second appointment to go over this. So I hope you wrote things down. Feel free to watch it again.